If I walked up to you today and asked you, what are your core values? What values drive you as a leader? Would you know what to say? Do you have a clearly defined answer? Or like many leaders, are you certain you have core values, but not exactly sure how to articulate them? And what about your strengths? If I asked you, what are your strengths as a leader? Do you really know what your strengths are? Can you articulate them clearly? Or would you drift into a conversation about your capabilities and things you're good at and different attributes? Can you clearly define your strengths? And are you fully using your strengths? And what about your personality? Do you know what personality you bring to the table? Believe it or not, you have a personality. The question is, do you know what the key attributes are that make you who you are? Hi, I'm John Riordan. I've been working with leaders and teams for over 20 years to help you expand your capacity to get great results. I've created this series of online courses to create an opportunity for leadership development that might not otherwise be available, and to give you a chance to delve more deeply into topics that really merit more time, reflection, and insight. I hope you find these courses interesting, challenging, and useful. If you're not clear on your core values, your strengths, and your personality traits, you should be. First and foremost, so you can bring your best to the table and get the results you're after. But also, so you can share those insights with those who work with you, your supervisor, your colleagues, team members, and others that work with you to get those results. Wouldn't it be more effective for you to give them those insights intentionally rather than them running around trying to figure you out? I've been developing leaders for over 20 years, and the challenge of leadership development can be summed up in a fantastic quote from Rob Goffey and Gareth Jones. Be yourself with more skill. It sounds so simple, but it is not easy. Be yourself. What does that even mean? Who am I? That's a big question. What are my values? What are my strengths? What is my personality? What makes me tick? Really exploring and understanding who I am so that I can be an authentic leader and bring my best to the table, that is a tremendous challenge in and of itself. But it doesn't stop there. With more skill, that's the challenge: to grow, to develop, to use who I am skillfully, not just to bring myself into the room and dump it on everybody else, but to skillfully utilize my strengths, bring my values to bear, and to influence others towards achieving results in a skillful way that will help us work sustainably to achieve the results we're after. I love the metaphor of a tapestry. We are each made up of countless threads that comprise who we are. On one hand, we can never fully understand all the elements that comprise who we really are. But on the other hand, being a mystery is not something to aspire to as a leader. In this course, we're going to look at just 3 aspects of who we are, but these are really fundamental aspects: core values, strengths, and personality. In this course, we're just going to touch on each of these fairly lightly and give you an opportunity to gather your insights and awareness on each of those 3 topics. There are resources listed in the workbook, and I would encourage you to dive much more deeply into each of these areas. At the end of this course, you'll have in hand a draft of your Leadership User's Guide. This is where you capture those insights on your values, strengths, and personality, consider how to skillfully use those insights, and articulate this to others who work with you to produce those results. Let me be clear, this is not just a warm, fuzzy, getting to know you exercise. This is about getting to know yourself so that you can bring your best and help others bring their best so you can get results in a sustainable manner. This course has 3 specific objectives. First, to help you increase your self-awareness as you gather information in these 3 areas around your core values, your strengths, and key aspects of your personality. Second, to strengthen your ability to articulate these insights to others to help them better understand you. And third, to expand your overall leadership capacity to help you be at your best, bring out the best in others, and together achieve meaningful results. There's a workbook for you to download and use to capture your insights as we walk through each section of the course. In each section, you'll find an overview of the topic, some examples for your reference, and worksheets where you can capture your insights. In some cases, there are links to additional resources that you can use to broaden your thinking and get ideas. Take your time. Don't rush through this. On one hand, you may want to capture what you already know and develop a first draft of your user's guide. On the other hand, this is about who you are. Invest enough time to really think through these fundamentals and capture them clearly. And of course, you'll want to review and update these elements as you continue to grow in your self-awareness. Your values will continue to be shaped. Your awareness of your strengths and personality will continue to grow. At the end of the course, the last step will be to transfer your insights into the separate PDF template to compile your Leadership User's Guide. To get started, there's several initial questions for reflection on page 4. Take a few minutes and capture your responses to these questions before stepping into the course content. I'm confident that if you invest some time in each of these 3 areas, your core values, your strengths, and your personality, you will strengthen your awareness of who you are and what makes you tick. You'll be better able to articulate these insights to others and work better with others to achieve the results you're after. I hope you find this course insightful and useful.